Assalamu alaikum and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the banging Aatif Nawaz Show. I am your host. My name is Aatif Nawaz. If you didn't know that already, then what are you doing, man? What are you doing on this webpage? What are you doing watching this channel? You need to know who I am. You need to know what my name is. You're watching my show, for God's sake. But thank you so much for watching anyway. You're going to have a great time, I promise you. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Loads is going on. Of course, the Olympic Games have come to an end, okay? It's been a magnanimous 2 weeks. We've been watching loads of sports. Some sports I didn't even know existed, but I watched them and they were really interesting. It was really fun. And at the end of it, Great Britain has more medals than it did 4 years ago. Everybody's so happy. We've got so much gold. Gold की कीमत ही कम हो गई, उसकी value कम हो गई है. इतना gold उन लोगों ने लिया है इस बार Olympic Games में. Sadly, the Pakistani team, the Olympic squad, couldn't get any gold. They couldn't get any silver, they couldn't get any bronze either, to be fair. But they tried hard and we're really proud of all the Pakistanis who showed up for the Olympics. I want to specifically say well done to Anam Bande, Pakistan's swimmer. She's only 15 years old and she broke the national record at the Olympics for Pakistan. So well done you, you've done really well. And also congratulations to my buddy Muhammad Imran in the Pakistani Olympic team who got himself 3 goals in the hockey. So well done you, mate, and I'll see you very, very soon. And also, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Big news this week, okay? Wi-Fi has been introduced to London's transport service, right? There's multiple places in London now you can get on a train and have access to Wi-Fi. You can have access to Wi-Fi on a train. It's unbelievable, okay? It raises enormous possibility. Never again will you have to miss an email, but also never again will you ever have to make eye contact with anybody on the train. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. A really inspirational story, ladies and gentlemen. Yuvraj Singh, the Indian cricket player, has come back to the Indian cricket squad, okay? He suffered from a terrible, terrible illness. He beat it, he's back, and he's back playing international cricket. It's an enormous achievement. I have so much respect for you, Yuvraj. You're the man. And the war between Google and Apple is really coming to an interesting crux here, ladies and gentlemen. This week, big news, okay? What has happened? I know you want to know, and I'm trying to remember as I say these words to you because I've kind of forgotten. Now, of course, it's that big news, I forgot about it, but I remember now, don't worry, don't panic, I remember, okay? What's happened is Apple has decided, okay, to take YouTube, the YouTube application, off as a default from its future iPad and iPod. No more YouTube app in the corner. You can still watch YouTube videos, but you have to go through the Safari browser. You can't watch YouTube as a default on iPad. This is huge, absolutely huge. YouTube, of course, is owned by Google. It's getting crazy up in here. Google released their tablet as well, the Asus Google Nexus, and you've got the iPad and they're crunching it out. They're fighting it out in the ring, and who's gonna win? It's a steel cage match, and bam, bam, bam. Who's gonna get this? Which tablet are you gonna get? It's a war, my friends, it's a war. Who cares? It's tablets, for God's sake. Joining me this week, ladies and gentlemen, is filmmaker Rook. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Absolute pleasure. May I call you Gul is my first question. I can call you Gul?
Absolutely.
And do people call you Gulrook in your day-to-day, or do they call you Gul? Is that...
It depends if they can pronounce it.
If they can, how do people mispronounce your name?
Oh God, I get so many weird people sort of calling me Gorak, Guru. I mean, just straight.
Gorak.
So, you know.
Gorak. It's like a character from Lord of the Rings. It's unbelievable.
Exactly.
That's incredible. But we can call you Gul for now anyway.
Absolutely.
That's good to know. Remember that, producer. Okay, we can call her Gul. It's all good. We're happy. Cool. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on here. I really appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to meet you because, of course, you've got a film that is in the it's done. It's in the can. It's done.
Yeah, we're going to launch it in September.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Inshallah.
Tell me about it. It's a documentary. Tell me about it.
Well, it's a docu-feature. It's on the spirit of martial arts. So it's kind of journeying into the more esoteric side of it, but obviously got action and stuff in it too. And we've got lots of world champions,
oh, wow.
Hollywood stunt people, sort of masters of martial arts, and children and challenge martial artists. So it's a bit of a potluck, you know?
Wow, that's quite interesting. It's a very different kind of topic as well. Are you yourself kind of into martial arts?
I like Tai Chi. Yeah, I like
you do Tai Chi?
I like to watch it, but I can't do all these big kicking things, you know.
Tai Chi always struck me as the most gentle of the martial arts. Am I right in understanding that?
It's more the energy.
It's kind of, you know, I see these people on mountains doing these katas and stuff, and I don't know if that kata is actually Japanese, isn't it? Because it's karate.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's a huge cultural faux pas, but hey, what can you do? So that's amazing. And so you've been making this film about martial arts and stuff. So what kind of martial arts are incorporated in the film?
We've got different styles, you know, from karate, a bit of judo, kickboxing, because I've got the world Muay Thai kickboxing champion Julie Kitchen in the film as well.
Wow.
Also got an Olympics champions of Taekwondo gold medalist, Dana He. She's an Olympics, not only is she an Olympics champion, she's also a Hollywood stuntwoman. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a wide, very diverse
That's a strange
range.
career path, isn't it? I'll be an Olympic champion and then I'll go on and be a Hollywood stunt person. God knows, they probably pay better than I am. No, but that's amazing. That's incredible. So what inspired you anyway? Because it's a very strange topic for documentaries. And I think of documentaries, I want to do something about, like, you know, the ice cream man or something weird and, you know, as you say, esoteric in a different way. What makes somebody think, I want to do a documentary kind of exploring martial arts?
Just saying, martial arts is like yoga. It's like anything else out there. It's like
yoga?
a discipline. It's like yoga, yeah.
Really?
You know, it's got the same energy.
I mean, I don't know.
But it's more dynamic,
Okay, fair.
you know, and more stylized.
Okay.
And I think if you made a film just about yoga, people probably wouldn't go and see it. But martial arts, you know, it's action and
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
Next documentary,
Well,
all about yoga.
yeah, I don't know, maybe about 15 minutes would do the trick, I think.
Come on, 90
You
minutes
know.
of yoga, the most relaxing movie of all time. That's actually a misnomer because yoga is incredibly intense. You've done it, haven't you, producer Saab? You've done yoga?
Yeah.
I'm sure something new actually.
It's something new, so he's going to be doing yoga
Yeah.
soon anyway. But it's intense. It's much more intense than it looks yoga.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're drawing the comparison, martial arts and yoga, and it's different. It's something different you wanted to bring to the screen.
I think so. Do you know what I want to do? I think the aim of this film is not just focusing on martial arts, because martial arts is like the whole discipline. So there's loads of varieties and ways that you can actually express yourself through martial arts. Of course, you become stronger and fitter.
Sure.
But there's a whole kind of ethos behind it. You know, the meditation, the relaxation, the spiritual aspect, the whole kind of karmic element. Everything to do with martial arts is quite vibrant. And of course, you know, if you watch TV, people love Jackie Chan. They love Bruce Lee. They love all these Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. They love all
Great
these
film.
fantastic action films, but the ones that not necessarily are just about kick punch.
Sure.
You know, if they've got some nice message behind it, you know, it draws people in and you can watch it again and again. So I'm kind of looking at that element of it. Really.
Did you see a film recently called The Raid?
I didn't know.
Okay, it's incredible. It's focused on Silat, I believe. Silat martial arts. It's incredible.
I have Silat in the film too.
Oh, there we go.
Indonesian
So
Silat.
you got to tell me, Gul. Okay.
Yeah.
So how did that happen? What was your thought process? Right, you're just sitting watching TV. Or, you know, I don't know what's on. You're probably watching the Aatif Nawaz Show because everybody does, right? And you're watching and you're just chilling out. And then how does this idea come to you that I want to do a documentary about martial arts of all things?
Do you know something? I always tell people I didn't really think about it. It just came to me. I mean, one thing happened after the other. I was in London doing a workshop with a really amazing woman called Marianne Williamson, who's a profound transformational speaker, okay, and changed millions of lives. And there was a woman next to her, or next to me on the seat at this workshop, and I don't know, I just felt like I really resonated with her, and actually she looked a little bit like me. So I started talking to her. It turned out that her name was Sarah, Eagle Woman, and she was the wife of Benny the Jet Aquades, you know, champion kickboxer, international. And not only that, they're always in town when he's travelling. Who am I talking about? The film actor, name slipping me right now. But they actually look after this guy, Johnny Cusack, sorry.
Oh, wow.
Johnny Cusack. So they travel around and they do like shamanic work and spiritual work with
Johnny
him.
Cusack is not to be confused with John Cusack.
Same guy. I just put Johnny.
John, as in the guy from High Fidelity and Gross Point Blank and what was it called? Identity? Was it called Identity?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this guy? So this is him?
So the people who look after him and who are already world champions, or Benny the Jet is already a world champion in his own right.
Why do you call him Johnny?
I met them.
I want to know, why do you call him Johnny?
I don't know, it's more endearing, isn't it?
Do you know, it sounds like you know him. It's like, oh, Johnny. Yeah,
Well,
Johnny,
you know.
Johnny, High Fidelity wala.
Well,
No,
we do tend to, as Asians, stick little, you know, sweetisms at the end of words anyway.
Oh, there's this guy near where I live,
calling
okay?
you John at the end of it.
You know what? There's a guy who sells me bun on Wembley High Street. Okay, I'm not really a big fan of bun, but I go see him every now and again because he's a nice guy. And he always talks about the new films. I'm like, who's your favorite actor? He says, Shahrukh Khan. Shahrukh ki film I kabhi miss nahi karta. Bhai Shahrukh Khan. I love it. There's no H in the name at all. Shahrukh. Shah Rukh Khan, I love it. It's I do love this way that we make people endearing. And I'm really enjoying this conversation with you, ladies and gentlemen. Come back and join me in a second when we continue our chat and find out a little bit more about what drives somebody to make a film, a documentary, a feature-length documentary about martial arts, and we'll be telling you when you can see it as well.
Since the beginning of time, man has created great civilizations which have come and gone. But one thing has stood the test of time for millennia: the martial arts.
A lot of people have sort of a misconception about martial arts. A lot of people think martial arts, okay, it's all about fighting, but martial arts offers a lot more than that.
My perception of martial arts is split into what I perceive to be two halves, yin and yang.
I went blind and had to start my life again, and met a kung fu master who said his system was so effective that even a blind man could do it. The more we discover about ourselves and our own conscious understanding of our place in everything, the more we discover about everything around us.
My understanding of the spiritual inspiration of martial arts comes from the necessity for us to find purpose and reason beyond being driven by the survival instinct.
Martial arts assist you in accomplishing the mastery from within.
I just love my daughters to bits, so I'm kind of very mumsy figure as well as a fighter.
There are so many things that I learned along that rocky road to the gold. One of them is about not giving up.
Sky's the limit. It's one of those cliche things. Believe, believe, believe. Believe in yourself and have faith.
The spiritual nature of martial arts is being a calm soul.
In China, between master and the students, our relationship is really, really close and very special.
There's a lot of times you need to suddenly pull down, focus intensely so that you can do a really good job. And it's the martial arts concentration that's really helped me do that.
There are quite a lot of similarities between martial arts and belly dancing, like snake energy, animal movements.
I do believe in yin and yang, and dark and light, and the flow, and nature, the natural way. I find that true martial artists are in tune with that.
So I began to see how these fundamentals underlie all movement.
Within the movement, you're trying to feel and replicate the spiral that is in all life, the spiral of the galaxy, the pulsing of each atom, and you're trying to feel that within your movement.
Every particle inside the cells of your body is constantly in communication with every other particle around you.
We're all part of the same soul. Everything we do has an effect on each other. We're all connected.
Enlightenment, that is the ultimate goal.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What a wonderful trailer. And we are, of course, talking about the film Spirit to Power with Rook, the maker behind it, the one who went through this incredible process to actually make this film about. So tell me, what was your process? Tell me about it. How did you actually make the film? How did you come about it?
Well, I went on holiday with the main star. I was travelling and we stayed in some amazing villa, watched her do martial arts with somebody else, felt incredibly inspired.
Which country? Where did you go?
Turkey.
To Turkey,
which is where I filmed a lot of the images out there. And I don't know, I just felt inspired to do it. I just thought it looked amazing against all the sea and the mountains and everything. So I decided to actually start to film them, and then the project just got a lot bigger, and I ended up sort of taking on the talents of people like Dave Lee, who's Batman's Hollywood.
He's Batman.
Sort of stunt double.
Does he have a husky voice
Michael
as well?
Keaton's stunt double.
Oh, he's Michael Keaton's stunt double. Oh, Tim Burton's
Batman's
Batman.
1 and 2. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tim Burton's Batman. That was a good film. I liked it. For its time, it was fantastic. Have you seen the new Batman yet?
I haven't yet, no.
Oh, it's exceptional.
Yeah.
And you've got to watch it at the IMAX again.
I will do.
Wow,
next
so
time, but I'll make sure I'm protected when I go in, you know what I mean? We don't want
No,
problems.
no, we don't at all. We don't at all. Okay, that's incredible.
Yeah.
So tell me, what is your kind of technical background to film? So did you study film before you got into it?
I actually, the way I got my filmmaking experience was going to Bombay and working with Shyam Ramana,
Oh wow!
who is an amazing character. And I won't say the word, but he made the first ever sort of ad in India on something that's to do with protection.
Sure.
And he was phenomenal. He really sort of helped me. I went on his shoots, and then I came back and I made short films. I sold them to an airline, and then went to production with other people.
And of course, if there's one country in the world that can use ads on that kind of thing, it's India. So that's wonderful. That's awesome. And so you've got people. So did you mention the stunt person from who's now going to be doing stuff in Bollywood as well?
No, that is Zara Fithian, who's one of the main sort of stars of the film, and she's very attractive, and she is now getting a big contract in Bollywood to do a big Bollywood film and do advertising. So that's going to be good for the film. But she's already won a sort of Guinness Book record in some kind of achievement out there.
So numb to this records thing at the moment. It's probably because the Olympics have just finished, and everybody's talking about records and Usain Bolt and this and that, and there's records everywhere. People, there's just records, and they're just numb to them. I remember when Britain won their first goal. Right, I think it was day 3 or day 4 of the Olympics, and Britain won their first goal. And it was like, wow, I'll remember this person's name. I can't now because there's been so many, and it's just it's not watered down. Obviously, Olympic gold. In fact, winning a Guinness Book of World Record, achieving a Guinness Book of World Record, it's a huge achievement.
It's a huge achievement.
When everybody around you's doing it, it's a bit like you kind of wish that can you do yours later? Let me have my moment, man. What's wrong with you? Oh my God! And just just Ramadan playing up with me. It's been a long Ramadan. Okay, so tell me, Rook. So I mean, because you're a filmmaker now, you're a filmmaker. You've trained, you've met people, you've made a film, so that you're a filmmaker. Okay, do you have like a technical preference? So, if you had to shoot with do you have like a favorite camera that you like to use?
Do you know, I'd love to shoot with a Red if I could afford it. If I could get the budget. That would be amazing.
Red's pretty cool. Mind you put the right filters in a Canon 5D Mark III, same thing.
Oh, is it?
Nah, it's not at all. But I like to sound like I
love it.
Make it seem like I know what I'm talking about.
Have to employ you on the next film.
Oh yeah, I'm just showing off the technical. I'm just saying, I work with the Panasonic AF100. What are the other ones? I've got? I don't know. Film knowledge run out. There we go. That's 3 years of film school work, didn't it? Sorry? Scarlet. For Scarlet. Red Scarlet? You like the Red Scarlet? What's wrong with your producer? It's like the cheapo one. If you're going to get a Red, you get a proper. You get an Epic Red or even an RE Alexa. We'd like to get them. That's where the Avengers were shot on. Or an IMAX camera.
Fabulous.
Cool would that
I'd love to shoot an IMAX.
It's very noisy though.
IMAX and 3D would be the next big thing.
I mean, 3D cameras. I had a chance to play with a 3D camera, but it's a bit piddly. It's a bit gimmicky. I'm not sure. I don't like this depth of focus control, and you need like 4 camera assistants to make it work. Oasis. It's irritating. And the IMAX camera, though it produces this phenomenal image, it's about larger than life. I think Christopher Nolan said this thing about the image. He thought of it when he was a child. He thought about this huge image on the screen, and that's what you get with the IMAX. But it's really noisy, so you could have to like ADR dialogue and stuff, and it just takes ages. So maybe. Well, you never know. Actually, it's a big breathtaking scene in Turkey. Martial artists lined up, sparring on IMAX camera. How cool would that be to shoot?
Certainly fit the ego, wouldn't it?
It will, absolutely. Fit well, Not big enough. They haven't made a camera big enough for my ego yet, so I settled for this one over here for now. So that's quite interesting, right? Okay, I want to talk to you about this thing because we asked this question of a lot of people that were out there, right? How do you feel about smartphones?
To be honest with you, I don't really know much about them.
So what kind of phone do you use?
iPhone.
Yeah, well, that's a smartphone. Okay. So
okay. Sorry, that's not very smart of me. That shows me.
No, this is fine. So, I mean, you're like amongst. I'm sure there's loads of people who have iPhones out there, right? They don't really use them to their full capabilities. But that's fine because some people, all they want from a phone is to be able to call somebody and text somebody. That's all they want. Calls and texts and calls and texts. And that's what you did back in the day. In the day of the Nokia 3310. Or the 5146, I remember that was my first ever phone, was Nokia, and you could change the covers on it and you could make it look quite funky.
Lucky for you, I've seen the ones that have been that big.
Oh yeah,
Stop giving my age away.
No, it's pretty cool. I remember having that at school. I was like 15 and I had this phone. I was like, hey, look at me, I'm so cool. And now they have them like when they're 5. It's pretty depressing. But with the question we asked people was, I mean, would you like this? Do you like the idea of having the internet, the whole world in the palm of your hand?
Love it.
Or would you being constantly connected to everybody?
You need to. Honestly, I
like
need
it?
to. I need to, because I got people, you know, connecting with me all the time, and you know, I have to be mobile. And if I had to be stuck in an office sitting there where I was just plugged to a desk, it would be terrible. But at least I can take my phone. I can send emails. You know, I can do Facebook, dreaded word. I can do everything from that that phone. You know, do a conference call.
You know a lot more
I
about
love
your
it.
smartphone than you implied originally. You
I
really,
might
really
be smarter than you think.
Well, than you think, even. You know what I mean? You might be smarter than
Maybe.
you. But how smart are you, ladies and gentlemen? It doesn't matter how smart you are, okay? What I'm really interested in is how you feel about smartphones, okay? So tell me, boys and girls out there, the people of the streets, you tell me, what do you think? Do you prefer smartphones or do you prefer old school normal phones?
Smartphones.
Why?
Because it's, you can like, I don't know, instant messaging and stuff. And internet.
Normal.
Smartphones.
Smartphones.
Definitely smartphones.
नहीं स्मार्ट ही करते हैं
Smartphone ज़्यादा लाइक करना
Normal phones.
Normal phones, because smartphones ain't very smart, you know? They're actually crap. The battery goes down within like 5 minutes.
I like smartphone, but इंसान को अपने अखराजात के मुताबिक इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए फ़ोन.
Smartphones.
I like smartphones, yeah.
Well, I had a smartphone, and then I couldn't afford it anymore, so I now got a really little shitty thing. And sorry, my bad. And it works just as fine.
Hello, you weirdos. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. You've got some very interesting ideas. I'm guessing, you just want to know what I've got, and I'm going to just show you. What do I have? What do I have? What do I have? I have an iPhone. I'm so sorry. I know. I'm the one who started this whole rant about phones, smartphones. I started this rant about it, but I have one as well. And it is true. It's true what Rook said earlier as well. It's interesting, it's important, and it's helpful to be connected to people all the time, right? And just to be able to get up to the minute information sometimes in this line of work. But what about when you're not doing this line of work, Rook? Tell me, okay, when you're not working, what do you like? What do you do in your spare time?
I'm still communicating.
You're still communicating, okay? Are you one of those like social? Are you on Twitter as well?
I am.
Okay, you're on Twitter and Facebook?
On Facebook.
And Tout? Are you on Tout?
No.
Ooh, that's the new one.
Never even heard of it.
Tout's the new one.
What is it?
It's like some new
social
networking.
Check it out.
Thing. It's interesting.
Get my PA to check it out.
Do you have a PA?
I do.
Oh, that's cool. What's your PA's name?
Well, she's now shifted, so I'm getting a new PA.
Okay, you're getting a new PA. Okay, fair enough. Is your PA cool then?
Very cool.
Do you get
all my PAs are cool.
Do you get them to get you like sandwiches and stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
It's a privilege.
How far do you go with it though? When you have a PA, how far do you go with that? Like, what's the where do you draw the line? Like dry cleaning? Would you get them to pick up dry cleaning?
No, but you know, I was thinking about getting them to polish my shoes, and I thought that's only in India.
Oh my god. No, I get really weird about it actually, because you know my parents live in Pakistan. I visit them every year, and they have kind of maids and that kind of staff who work on the property. And like, I'm very private about my things at the best of times, right? Because my shoes are just sitting at the side, and then somebody had cleaned them, and I got really defensive, like, who touched my shoes? This is so weird, right?
Yeah.
And then nobody just cleaned them. I'm like, no, don't do that. It makes me feel weird. It's my shoes. Don't touch my shoes, dude. What's wrong with you? It's a bit weird. I mean, I don't know. But with assistance, I suppose, I don't know. Maybe if they came in late or something.
I'm alright. I'm pretty cool with all my stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you let them have long lunch breaks?
I do.
Do you pay the minimum wage?
I do.
This is incredible. I'm finding this stuff about. So okay, fine. So you've got a day off. It's Sunday, right? It's Sunday, okay? And there's nothing happening.
Day off? Day off?
Yeah, it's a day off in the sense that it's Easter Sunday. Okay.
Okay.
It's Eid Sunday,
Eid
right?
Sunday.
Eid Sunday, and you can do whatever you want, right? There's no smartphone, and there's no cameras, there's no red, there's no nothing. Okay. What are you going to do with yourself today?
Do you know, I'm very family orientated. I love being with my family. I've got nieces, nephews. I love to go walking. I'm, in nature. I go and do yoga. I'm quite active.
How do you feel
Cinema.
about How do you feel about Troga?
What is Troga?
You like yoga, right?
Yeah. What is?
You've
Troga?
never heard of Troga? It's awesome. It's treadmill yoga.
Is it?
So you're on the treadmill
I love
and
it.
you're doing yoga while it
How
looks
nice.
kind of strange.
How nice.
Yeah, but I think it's interesting. You should give it a go. It's quite fun.
I
You
like
get to multitask, right?
You keep bumping into the
You keep bumping it into the thing. No, you don't. You don't. You give yourself nice and nice and roomy, producer. Come on, man. Come on. Yoga nahi kiya, Troga tak pahunch gaya. So no. So it's that's interesting. I think you should give Troga a go anyway.
I will.
So and then you go to the cinemas and stuff. And
I love it. Yeah, cinema, theatre, art. I love art. Go a lot to kind of art exhibitions and cultural events, and I'm in there with the culture. Put it that way.
In there with the culture.
Yeah.
That's what we like. This is really interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're gonna find out a little bit more about you personally. Okay. Because I feel like we're talking about it. I like it. Right. It's really interesting. You're genuinely an interesting person. But I get the feeling you're a somewhat private person as well.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that you're so connected. Right. You're on Facebook. You're on Twitter. You'll be on Tout soon. And you're doing all these things, okay? What's your Twitter handle? Throw it out there, come on, for the people.
Just Spirit to Power.
Spirit of Power, that's the way to...
Spirit to Power.
Spirit to Power, Spirit to Power. I thought it was a different thing for a Twitter handle, but it's not.
I'm thinking about your trout all the time.
I'm thinking about tout, not trout.
Trout.
Trout is what you're going to eat for iftari today.
Rosa lag raha hai.
I'm
going to have to try this.
Rosa lag raha hai. Trout.
Trout.
I love it. Trout, it's incredible. The new social network for fish. No, okay, so you're going to be on Trout. So what I mean is that you're constantly connected. Yeah, bet you're one of the people who has WhatsApp on her phones as well.
Which one?
What the WhatsApp is.
Oh, I do.
There we go. Knew it. So I mean, despite that, you've still got like a private thing going on, okay?
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is we're going to explore that, right? We're going to bust it wide open with the way that we always bust it wide open, with everybody's favorite. Everybody's famous. I can't speak language. I can't speak English anymore. Forget about Urdu. I can't speak English, right? It's everybody's favorite. Everybody's favorite. Pasandida. Sheep round. You ready, Gul?
Ready.
Absolutely sure? Okay, here we go. It's the sheep round. Okay, no
Okay.
pressure, but I'm going to throw this to you. When you catch it, you've got to tell me the first thing that comes to mind from my question. Okay, you ready for this?
Okay.
Okay, fantastic. Who's your favorite Bollywood actor from the 80s?
Nasiruddin Shah, because he's my uncle.
Okay, what's your favorite sport to play?
Tennis.
Okay, who's your favorite tennis player of all time? Of all time?
The one who just won Wimbledon.
Weeks ago. That was Roger Federer, I think it was.
That's it.
The greatest tennis player of all time. Anyway, what's your favorite thing to eat on a hot summer's day?
Melon.
Good. I'm hungry. Sorry. Okay, what's your... if you could spend a day with anybody in the world, who would you choose to spend your day with?
Dalai Lama.
Oh, that's very spiritual power. I like it. Okay, fine. What's your favorite martial art of all of them?
Handing you back.
Can't choose. Okay, fair enough. Who was your favorite person to work with on Spirit to Power?
Cynthia Rothrock. Martial arts legend.
Martial arts legend. Okay, fair enough. I like it. If you had to pick between blue socks and bright pink socks with individual toes, which ones would you pick?
Bright pink.
With individual toes?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, that's incredible. Okay, slippers or trainers?
Slippers.
Fantastic. Okay, hockey or lacrosse?
Neither.
Okay, dal or halim?
Oh, halim.
Halim?
And dal. Can't mix it.
Yeah, you could have one
I
or
like
the
them
other.
together, actually.
They're kind of mutually exclusive.
I mix
isn't it?
them.
Yeah, fair enough, because that's what it is, isn't it? Okay, fine. And here we go. Okay, this is the last one. You ready for this? It's a big one. It's a really, really big one. It's really important. Okay, fine. The most important person in the world.
Me.
Hey! That's a great sheep round. Well done, you. And after another exhilarating sheep round, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of today's episode. With that, all that's left to do is thank my lovely guest, Gul Khan, filmmaker, social network extraordinaire. I love this, okay, and soon to be phenomenal in the documentary industry. Right, everybody wants to know this, okay? So you've got to give us the information. I want you to tell that camera right there, okay? I want you to tell it everything we need to know about Spirit 2 Power.
Thank you. Spirit 2 Power with a number 2 in the middle, so it's Spirit number 2 Power. You can find us at spirittopower.com. Film's being released at the end of September, and we're on Twitter and Facebook, so please press like. Thank you.
That was a very, very good sale. I've got to learn to plug myself. That's beautifully done, right? Spirit to Power. I'm really excited about this. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Gul Rook. It's been an absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, this has been the Aatif Nawaz Show. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Sorted.